x is greater than 0 and lambda greater than 0. So here f of x is defined only for the positive range. So we continue with one more problem based on the exponential. Then we will start with the next distribution. So if any conditional probability problem comes, means what you will do? How to solve it? Memoryless property. Make use of the memoryless property and solve it just 2 steps and get the answer. Don't apply the definitions for the conditional one. Okay. So take the next problem. Next one. The amount of time. The amount of time. The amount of time that a watch will run without having to be reset is a random variable having an exponential distribution with mean 120 days. 5. The probability that such a watch will first subdivision have to say in less than 24 days. Second one, not have to be reset in at least 180 days. 180 days. So whether the question is clear or not now? Whether you can identify anything here? You are given mean. So what distribution is given? Exponential. So no need to identify, it belongs to which distribution is given directly. So for exponential you are given the mean value. To solve the problem by exponential you need lambda. Can you find lambda using mean? Yes. What is the mean value? 1 by lambda. Using that you can find what is the lambda value. Then directly you can solve the given questions. Okay. So start the solution. So how will you define x1? Probability of
Random.
variable. We know that reset number of days to be reset for watch. Okay, because you are going to discuss only about that now resetting the watch. So you have to use the random variable for that one. So right, let x be the random variable. Denoting the number of days the watch have to be reset. So it is given that it is going to follow exponential distribution. What is the other information given? Mean. First you write a general formula and then you write the formula for a corresponding problem. So write given x follows exponential distribution with parameter lambda. Insert column notation. So write given mean is equal to, what is the mean value given? 120. Right, next line. For exponential distribution, mean is equal to 1 by lambda. For exponential distribution, mean is equal to 1 by lambda. That is, we are given 1 by lambda equal to 120. So what is f of x equal to, tell me the definition. Lambda equal minus lambda x. X greater than 0 and lambda greater than 0. Substitute lambda and write for this problem. So for this problem, f of x will be equal to 1 by 120 e power minus x by 120. Lambda equal to 1 by 120. Lambda equal minus lambda x. If you convert it with decimal means, you convert 1 by 120 as decimal, continue with your problem. That is your choice as usual. So now we have defined what is f of x. Find the corresponding probability value. What is the first one? Have to be said in less than 24 days. So what you are supposed to find? Less than 24. How do you define variable? Less than 24, ma? Probability of x less than 24. So right, first subdivision. Probability of x less than 24. X less than 24. So that is equal to integral less than 24 means what is the limit value? 0 to 24 because x is greater than 0. So it is from 0 to 24. 1 by 120 e power minus x by 120 into dx. Substituting here f of x. As usual, integration is same. Integrate. So 1 by 120 is a constant. What is integral of e power minus ax? E power minus ax by minus a. So here a value equal to minus 1 by 120. So e power minus x by 120 divided by minus 1 by 120. This within the limit 0 to 24. The constant will come in the denominator. So what happened now? 1 by 120 cancels. Remaining substitute and limit values minus 1. Upper limit and substitute x equal to 24. So you are getting as 24 by 120. What we can do? Can you cancel by 6 tables? How many times? 4 by 20. Can you cancel further? So what will get? 1 by 5. So upper limit will be e power minus 1 by 5. Substituting x equal to 24. Minus x equal to 0. So e power 0 will become 1. So if you multiply the negative sign inside, you can rewrite the answer as 1 minus e power minus 1 by 5. So this value can get by using a calculator. What is 1 by 5? 0.2. So put in a calculator and get 1 minus e power minus 0.2. Find the answer. Write the answer in decimal. 0.92. Different answer? Same answer or different answer? Different answer. What is your answer? 181. Others, which is right?
0.18.
That is the calculator.
0.18.
How come you got it as 9264? Check how you have input the values in a calculator. So answer is 0.1812. 1812. Shall we start with the second one? Everyone completed? So what is the second one asked to find? Not have to be reset in at least 180 days. At least means still those conditions. At least means greater than. Okay, at least means minimum. So minimum means we have to put the symbol greater than. Koranja bacha idnu solranga minimum. Okay, at most means maximum. So less than or equal to. Okay, well, at most means less than. Okay, at least means greater. No confusions. So what you have to 180. So write second one. Probability of x greater than 180. Probability of x greater than 180. Similar procedure now. Greater than 180, what is the limit value? 0. Greater than 180. 180 to infinity. So this is equal to integral 180 to infinity 1 by 120 e power minus x by 120 dx. Same integration procedure. So 120 will get cancelled off. So you get your answer to be minus of e power minus x by 120 which is the limit 180 to infinity. Constants both will get cancelled, same as those integration. Substitute the limit values. Upper limit x equal to infinity. What is equal minus infinity? Equal minus infinity? 0. Minus. Lower limit substitute x equal to 180. How can I simplify this? Which tables you can cancel? 6 tables. 0, 0 cancels out. 6 tables. 3 by 2. What is 3 by 2? 1.5. So e power minus of 1.5. So you multiply the negative sign inside, minus into minus will become plus. So e power minus 1.5. Find the answer. 0.22 grade 1. Others find the answer. Those are not taking the calculators. I don't know how you are going to solve the problems in your exam. 0.22 grade 1. Here you get the same answer. Finish. Problem is easy or difficult, ma? Easy. There are integrations also in easy only in exponential. Okay, uniform also integration is not a very big thing. As well as exponential also, integration is not a very big thing. Just only one exponential. Can you score marks in these topics or no? If you know the definitions properly. Okay. So that's all with exponential, ma. Next we are going to discuss with our gamma distribution. Okay, 2 or 3 more distributions, gamma, Weibull and then normal. With that our unit 2 will be over. So take down gamma distribution. Gamma distribution. A continuous random variable. A continuous random variable. Gamma spelling everyone knows no? G-A-M-M-A. Gamma distribution. A continuous random variable x. A continuous random variable x is said to follow gamma distribution with parameter lambda greater than 0 with parameter lambda greater than 0 comma if the PDF is given by f of x equal to e power minus x power lambda minus 1 divided by gamma lambda, comma, for x greater than or equal to 0 otherwise. So denominator using one special function which is called as a gamma function. Have you heard about it? School medical. Bessel functions, gamma functions. You would have skipped them. Okay, say that. You would have skipped. Don't say that it was not in the book. Okay, so it's not very difficult one. So I will tell you what are the formulas which is necessary for you to solve the problems based on gamma. Okay, in depth we need not go. Just you should know the x greater than or equal to 0. Here also it is having only one parameter, which will be lambda. Okay, so take the next one. Mean is equal to lambda. Mean is equal to lambda, which is equal to variance. So for gamma distribution, mean is equal to variance is equal to lambda. All the three are same. Lambda is our parameter. Okay. Next one, MGF. Mx of t is equal to 1 minus t the whole power minus lambda. 1 minus t the whole power minus lambda with the condition mod t less than 1. Actually, that is the condition for a binomial. Any binomial distribution means the variable what you are going to discuss should be less than 1. Then one in the binomial distribution is a valid one. Otherwise, you can't apply our binomial distribution. So, what is the MGF? 1 minus t the whole power minus lambda. Okay. So, write down note. Gamma n. This is how you define your gamma function. This is gamma distribution one. This is gamma function. Gamma n is equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus x power n minus 1 into dx. E power minus x power n minus 1 into dx. This is the definition of a gamma function. You need to know one more formula. Gamma n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n. Gamma n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n. Okay, well. So I think this is enough. In any other results on elements, I will give you next solving problems. Okay. Mostly we will be using the second formula because in the definition we will take this as a constant. So to know this value, by repeatedly applying this formula to give you an answer. Okay. So what is gamma n plus 1? N gamma n. Where you can apply this is that if you are supposed to find gamma of 5. What will be n plus 1 is equal to 5. So what will be your n value? 4. So how can you write this one? 4 gamma 4. But again you have to replace gamma 4. How can you replace gamma 4? 3 gamma 3. 4 is written as 3 plus 1. How do you write gamma 3? 2 gamma 2. Okay, like that you can reduce it to everything to be an integers and you can solve it. Otherwise, you don't want to go by this one, means go to the definition. Substitute, integrate and get the answer. So here what will be the value? N equal to 5. Integration means what you have to do? Integral 0 to infinity e power minus x power 4 into dx. You have to integrate this in and get the answer. Your choice. Either you can go by the definition or you can go by the short formula. Which will be easy? Short formula. Apply this formula to get that answer, that will be easiest one. Okay, so don't forget that formula. Gamma n plus 1 will be equal to n gamma n. Okay, so start with the problem. Take down. In a factory, the daily consumption of electric power in millions of kilowatt hours, millions of kilowatt hours can be treated as a random variable having gamma distribution with parameter lambda equal to 4. If the power supply to the factory is million votes, 12 million votes, comma, what is the probability that this power supply will be inadequate on any given day. This power supply will be inadequate on any given day. Will be inadequate on any given day. DA by day. Read the question. Tell me what is given. Anything you have to find or given directly? Lambda is given. If lambda is given, means it can be gamma distribution, or it can be exponential distribution, or it can be even Weibull also. This is belongs to which one? Gamma. Where it is mentioned or not? Yes, it says that it is going to follow the gamma distribution. So distribution is directly given, parameter is also given. Okay. So what is the first step you have to do? About which one you are going to discuss in the problem? Power supply. So how do you introduce the random variable? X be the random variable denoting the power supply. Okay, then you write the corresponding definitions, replace it by the parameter and write the definition for that particular problem. First general definition, then substitute the parameters and rewrite the definition for that particular problem. Okay, so start the solution. Given X follows gamma distribution with parameter lambda. X follows gamma distribution with parameter lambda. Gamma distribution with parameter lambda. So therefore f of x is equal to e power minus x power lambda minus 1 by gamma lambda for x greater than or equal to 0. Write the general definition first. What is the next one? Let us substitute here lambda. What is lambda given to be? 4. So given lambda equal to 4. So therefore f of x equal to e power minus x cube divided by gamma 4, comma x greater than or equal to 0. X power lambda minus 1 by gamma lambda. So using this definition only you are going to solve the problem. Now identify what you are supposed to find. What is given? The power supply to the factory is 12 kilowatts or 12 volts. Okay. What is the probability that this power supply will be inadequate on any day? What you are supposed to find? For one day, how much power supply is there? 12 million kilowatts is there. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. What is the question? Identify the probability that it will be inadequate. Inadequate means what is meaning? Insufficient. Insufficient means the consumption will be more or less? Less. More. Less or more or less. Understand clearly. Inadequate means what is the meaning? Yes or no? Yes, it does not meet the requirement. Okay, so what is supposed to find now? What is the probability that it will be inadequate on any particular day? What is the meaning? ஏதாவது ஒரு நாள் அந்த power supply பத்தாம போகும். Okay, already how much power supply we are giving? 12. பத்தாம போகுதுன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? The consumption will be more or the demand will be more. So demand will be more means what is supposed to find? X greater than 12. Already how much we are giving? 12 million watts we are giving. But what is the question? It will not be adequate for any particular day. Not adequate means what is the meaning? The demand will be or the consumption will be more than the given amount. So what you are supposed to find? by gamma 4 is a constant, you can take it outside. How do you indicate this? U? UV. Okay, tell me what is UV formula? What is the formula named as? Bernoulli's. If you say it as UV means it indicates a product formula. Differentiation is formula, the product formula will be integrated. But in integration means it will be our Bernoulli's formula. Actually the left hand side will be integral of UV, not UV. Okay, there is a difference in that one. So you are going to apply a Bernoulli's formula. Already I taught you a Bernoulli's formula in previous classes. You have to decide which is U. Which one will assume it as U? E power minus x. Two terms are there. Which is U? X cube or e power minus x? X cube. Why not e power minus x? Because it is going to get differentiated for infinite number of times. It will never become 0. How do you choose the root term? After some differentiation it should become 0. That should be a root term. The other one you have to as d. You will assume the terms of the trigonometric exponential logarithm. They should never assume these terms as u. Okay, so right. So here outside u is equal to x cube, dv is equal to e power minus 6. First identify this two. Now integrate this one and find what is v. Integrate integral of dv will be v. What is integral of e power minus x? E power minus x. They will imply minus 1. So that is our minus e power minus 6. Okay, first to decide what is u. The remaining will be dv. Integrate that one and find what is here v value. Now apply here Bernoulli's formula. First term is u into v. So u term is x cube. V term is minus e power minus 6. Just for difference I am using different values. First one is u, second one is v. Hereafter what is the procedure? You have to differentiate the u2 and you have to integrate the v2. Okay, that is your Bernoulli's formula. You have to differentiate your u terms and you have to differentiate your, integrate your v terms. Now differentiate, what is differential of x cube? X. Now integrate, what is integral of e power minus x? E power minus x by minus 1. So minus into minus will become plus. So it as e power minus 6. So the first term starts with plus. So the second term will be minus. Now the third term will be plus. Now consider this term. Repeat the procedure. Now this is your u, this is your v. So next step, differentiate this one, integrate this one. What is differential of x square? 6x. Integral of e power minus x? Minus e power minus 6. Since this was plus, the next term will be minus. Again, what is differential of 6x? 6. What is integral of the next term?
E power minus x.
So next term should be actually plus. What is differential of 6? 0. 1 0 comes means you can stop, that's all. Only 4 terms. This within the limit 12 to infinity. Can you understand your Bernoulli's formula? Just identify what is u and v, then follow the pattern of integration. You have to differentiate u and integrate your v terms. Do it. Next, you have to substitute the limit values and integrate your answers. Okay, substitute the limit values. What happened to the upper limit? What is the upper limit you substitute now? Infinity. Everywhere you are having e power minus infinity. So what is e power minus infinity? 0. So upper limit fully becomes 0. Minus minus of lower limit. Lower limit at substitute x is equal to 12. So everywhere substitute x equal to 12 and simplify everything. So for simplification, what you can do is that you can take e power minus x as a common term outside. Because everywhere you have replaced it as e power minus 12. You can take it common outside, simplify the remaining terms, then you multiply by e power minus 12. So put it in a calculator and take the answer by tomorrow. Now tell me how we solve gamma formula. I gave you a formula now. How do you write gamma for?
n plus
3 gamma 3. How do you write 3? 2
gamma
2. How do you write gamma 2? 1 gamma 1. So what is 3 into 2 into 1? 6. Gamma 1 will be equal to 1. So gamma 4 will be equal to 6. Okay. So you can even have a simplified formula also. Gamma n plus 1 will be equal to, I think that is n minus 1 factorial. I think that will work out. Because gamma 4 must only happen n minus 1 means 3 factorial. What is 3 factorial? 6. Gamma 5 must be equal to 4 factorial. I think you can apply this formula also for a simplified way. Okay? Any doubts, ma'am? Easy or no? So the continuous distributions is easy only, ma'am. Just you have to remember the corresponding definitions and you should know the basic integrations. Okay? So I am giving the simplification steps to you, ma'am. You have to simplify and give me the answer. Okay? Put it in a calculator properly and then solve it. Okay? Any doubts? n minus 1 factor. Another formula.
n plus 1 la 3 plus 1
Oh, sorry. Gamma n, not n plus 1. Thank you. Gamma n, not n plus 1. Yes. So I'm going to the next distribution. It is called as the Weibull distribution. So take down Weibull distribution. Weibull distribution. Take down Weibull distribution. Weibull distribution. A random variable x. A random variable x is said to follow. Yes, said to follow Weibull distribution. Said to follow Weibull distribution with parameter alpha and beta greater than 0. Alpha and beta greater than 0 if its PDF is given by f of x is equal to alpha beta x power beta minus 1 e power minus alpha x power beta. Alpha beta into x power beta minus 1 e power minus alpha into x power beta. Both in the powers of exponential. Comma x greater than 0 equal to 0 otherwise. So Weibull is going to have two parameters, alpha and beta. So right, mean is equal to alpha power minus 1 by beta gamma of 1 by beta plus 1. Gamma of 1 by beta plus 1. Second one, variance. So I know that it is not easy to memorize this one, but try to this. So variance is equal to alpha power minus 2 by beta into gamma of 2 by beta plus 1 minus gamma of 1 by beta plus 1. 2 by beta plus 1 minus 1 by beta plus 1 the whole square. 1 plus beta plus 1 the whole square. Gamma the whole square, not only that one. Okay, so how we define Weibull? Alpha beta into x power beta minus 1 e power minus alpha into x power beta. So this is also defined only for the positive range x greater than 0. Solving the problems in the same way, just everywhere you have to change the corresponding definitions only. Okay, so take down the problem. Suppose that the lifetime of a certain kind of an emergency backup battery in hours yes a random variable having Weibull distribution with alpha equal to 0.1 and beta equal to 0.5. Alpha equal to 0.1 and beta equal to 0.5. Find first subdivision the mean lifetime of the batteries. Second one, the probability that such a battery will last more than 300 hours. Such a battery will last more than 300 hours. Okay, no? So whether the statements are clear or not? So it is going to follow which distribution? Weibull. Are you given the parameters or not? Yes. So what is the first step you are going to do? First you have to introduce the random variable. How do you define the random variable here? Battery lifetime. So start the solution. Let x be the random variable. Denoting the lifetime of the batteries. Now write the definition. F of x is equal to alpha beta x power beta minus 1 e power minus alpha x power beta for x greater than 0. Write the definition. Have you written? So for this problem, what is alpha? 0.5. What is beta? 0.5. So substitute. So f of x is equal to 0.1 into 0.5. X power 0.1 minus 1. Beta minus 1. E power minus 0.1 into x power 0.5. E power minus alpha x power beta. What is 0.1 into 0.5? 0.08. X power 0.1 minus 1 minus 0.9. What about others? Correct or wrong? Yes. So e power minus 0.1 into x power 0.5. This cannot be simplified because both are different rules. So so this is the definition for this problem. What is the first definition you have to find? First one you have to find.
X power beta minus 1. 0.5 minus 1.
Oh, beta minus 1. 0.5. So 0.5 minus 1 will be
Minus 0.5.
I thought alpha minus 1. Oh, sorry. gamma of 1 by 0.5
plus
plus 1. What is 1 by 0.5 actually?
1
Is it 1 by 2? 2. Actually 0.5 is 1 by 2. So 1 by 0.5 is nothing but 2. So this will be 0.1 the whole power minus 2. Okay. 0.1 the whole power minus 2. So what happened to this 1 by 0.5? That will be 2. What is 2 plus 1?
3.
3. So it will become gamma. Simplify and get the answer. 2. Others? 0.1 the whole power minus 2 is there. Simplify 2. What will be gamma 3? 6. Give me the whole answer. 6. Is it 6? Gamma 3. 2. What is the formula I gave you? Gamma n equal to n minus 1 factorial. Here n equal to 3. So 3 minus 1 means 2 factorial. What is 2 factorial? What is 6? What is 6? This I know. Tell me the final answer. 200. Gamma 3 will be equal to 2. You find this 0.1 the whole power minus 3. So that answer will be equal to 200. Okay. Should we go for the last one now? Second one. What is supposed to find? Tell me what is supposed to find.
More than 300.
Is going to ask for
300.
more than or less than?
More than.
More than 300 is what you have to find.
Greater.
Greater than or less than?
Greater.
Greater than. So start the second summation. Probability of x greater than 300. So greater than 300 is what is the limit value?
300 to infinity.
300 to infinity. So integral 300 to infinity 0.05 x power minus 0.5 e power minus 0.1 into x power 0.5 into ds. Now, here the integration is not so easy as our previous problems. Okay, what is constant here? 0.05. You can take it outside. Can you apply your Bernoulli's formula here, ma? Possible or not possible? Previous problem you applied Bernoulli's formula by x cube into exponential term. You applied the Bernoulli's formula. Can you apply the Bernoulli's formula here or not? Yes. What is u?
X
X power minus 0.5. What will be dv?
E
Power all this. So you are going to assume that this is your dv, right? Tell me what will be a v? E power minus 0.1 x power 0.5 divided by
minus
0.1.
whether this is right. We are using exponential formula, right? What is the exponential formula you know? E power minus ax or e power ax. What is the power of x there? 1 million. But what is the power of x here? 0.5. So that formula is applicable only if the power of x is 1. We are not defined the formula for e power minus x square or minus x cube. No formulas is there like that. So this cannot be solved directly by Bernoulli's formula. Why? Because is that this exponential term is having a power. This x is having some power terms. So it cannot be done. புரியுதா ஏன் அப்ளை பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு because இந்த exponential x ல power இருக்கு. அது power 1 ஆ இருந்தாலும் direct formula இருக்கு இல்ல direct formula கிடையாது. Then how can we solve this one? Which is the problematic one to do the integration out of this two? இந்த ரெண்டு டூல்ல ரெண்டு டூல்ஸ் இருக்குல அத இன்டகிரேஷன் பண்றதுக்கு நமக்கு பிரச்சனைக்குரிய டேர்ம் எதுவா இருக்கு? e பவர்ல இருக்க இந்த டேர்ம்ல நமக்கு பிரச்சனையா இருக்கு அப்படினா அது என்ன பண்ணனும்னா அதை ரெக்கவர் பண்றதுக்கு சப்ஸ்டிட்யூஷன் ஃபார்ம் அத ஒரு லீனியர் டேர்மா நம்ம மாடிஃபை பண்ணனும். ஓகே ரெண்டு டேர்ம் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் இருக்குல ஒன் இஸ் டைரக்ட் டேர்ம் தி अदर ஒன்ல இருக்கறத நம்மால இன்டகிரேட் பண்ண முடியாம போகுது. அப்படினா நம்ம வந்து பண்ணக்கூடிய டேர்மா மாத்த முடியும். அப்படினா வாட் மெத்தட் யூ அப்ளை? Substitution. You substitute as a new variable and convert it as a linear term, integrate, and finally replace it by the n x power n minus 1. Here n is equal to 0.5. So 0.5 into x power 0.5 minus 1 into dx, the integral. Okay, wow. So what is 0.1 into 0.5?
0.0.
What is x power 0.5
X power minus 0.5
into
dx.
So first you fix what is y, then you find what is here dy. Okay. Now what you have to do is that replace all the things in terms of here y variables. Okay. So how can you rewrite this one? 0.05 integral. So this is the one you have replaced, right? So all these terms will become as here y. So e power minus 1. Then when you see you have two terms, x power 0.5 into dx. This should be replaced in terms of your y variable. Can you do it or not? In the replace பண்ண எங்க தேவைனா நீ இந்த இன்டகிரேட் தேவை. Okay, whether having these two terms in the integrate or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, they are having this two. So from this equation, x square minus 0.5 into dx will be equal to dy by 0.05. Okay, so everything will be converted in terms of your y variable. So that both the terms are replaced by dy by 0.05. Now it has reduced to simple integration, right? So what you have to do now is 0.05 cancel. But this is not the end. Another one important thing you have to do. What is that one is that you have to change the limit value also. Okay, because this is the limit value for your x variable. But you are converting everything in terms of your y variable. So you find the limit value for y also. So what is the lower limit value for x? 300. So when x equal to 300, what is the y value at 5? இப்படி one way பண்ணலாம். But இந்த value உங்களுக்கு complicated வரும் யோசிச்சுனா. Because what happened? 0.1 into 300 power 0.5. Okay, complicated ஆகும் தோணுச்சுனா நீங்க y வச்சு இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணுங்க. இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணி முடிச்சிட்டு திருப்பி அதை x ஆவே மாத்திட்டு அந்த லிமிட் வேல்யூ சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணிக்கோ. x ஓட லிமிட் வேல்யூ சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணிக்கோ. Two ways you can solve. Okay, here itself you can convert the limit values of y, substitute that limit values, or integrate with respect to y. Then you can answer replace it as x variable. Then substitute the limit value for your x variable. Okay, which way you want to do? X variable. What is integral of e power minus y? Minus e power minus y. This is an integration. But we don't know what is the limit value for y. So change everything in terms of your x variables. Every quarter the calculation was lengthy in your calculator. Okay. So minus